It's about to get Gabby AF.
We about to get Gabby AF, Gabby AF. We about to get Gabby AF, Gabby AF.
Hello, welcome into Gabby AF. A very fun, exciting episode of Gabby AF. No guests because we have an insanely packed weekend of pro wrestling, and I think I needed time with my AFers, as I'm going to call it, Tony. I think I'm going to call them AFers. I don't really know. The Gabby AFers. It's been a crazy week. I don't mind AFers.
You don't like mind AFers? We can make a shirt. We buy
I
a
don't
shirt.
know. You don't say the full word with the ers at the end because it sounds weird, but like I think AF, if you just keep it the two letters, it could go. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
As fuckers.
Yeah. See, that sounds
We'll bleep
bad.
it out.
That sounds
It
bad.
does. It does sound
But
bad.
if anyone thinks of something else better, and tweet it at me because I need all the help I can get. Clearly, we need as much help as we possibly can. But I'm excited. We got a full pro wrestling weekend. We got obviously Smackdown on Friday, All-In hitting us on Saturday night main event. We got Great American Bash, got Evolution. It's stacked with matches. I feel like no matter who you are, you're looking forward to something or someone. And if you're not, I don't know what to tell you because it's a lot of pro wrestling. I'm not going to do a full prediction show. That's not what I do. You really don't care. And like, I like prediction shows. They're fun. Tony, they're fun shows, right? You go through the whole card. Who do you think's going to win? I think this person's going to win. I'm picking him. I pick her. Great. You don't really care. Do you really care who I want to win? Because everyone listening has their own people they want.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go through some highlights of the matches I'm looking forward to, people I want to see win in some aspect. And then we're going to do an Ask Gabby because I wasn't sure if we were going to do one because I kind of threw it up last minute, but we got so many good questions that I was like, I think we got to do it, Tone. You know, I think we gotta
give the people what they want.
Gotta give the people what they want. They haven't heard Tony's voice in a while.
They don't want to hear
in
Tony's
Connecticut.
voice.
You know what I mean?
They won't want to after this episode.
Producer Tony got some nice tan color over there. You know,
You're at the beach.
I have a little bit of a tan line from last week, but I haven't been in the sun a lot. So
Need that vitamin D. That'll
we need D in a lot of ways.
SummerSlam. We need D a lot. Wow.
Just saying.
You know, pop a top on that one.
Yeah. I know. I wish I was drinking right now. I don't know why I'm not.
It's seltzer. It's not alcoholic.
Oh,
we're professionals here.
Interesting. Well, you know, I think I like to drink on Thursdays. I told my new favorite thing is having a nice tequila cocktail watching TNA. And I think there's some legs to that. People really want to see something with that. So I think we got to get on that in some kind of way. But we could talk about that later on. But so we'll start with All-In coming in on Saturday. Huge numbers already for the show. A lot of hype for it. I think AEW's been stepping up their game massively. I'm really, really looking forward to Tony Mercedes because I think it's going to be our first time watching Mercedes Moné lose on AEW programming, Tony. And
I think so.
I do think so. And I think it's time because you can't just she's phenomenal. She's Mercedes Moné. She's great. She's working her ass off. People are saying she's the greatest female wrestler right now. She's doing a million different things. She's all over the place between social media, doing everything she's doing, which is 100% true. But like, when does the winning end? Like, who's going to come in and beat her? And I think Toni Storm is such like an isolated magical.
She's the pillar. She's the pillar of the AEW.
Yeah, like when it comes to AEW, especially, like Toni Storm existing in AEW will go down in like the history books of AEW. And I just think like this is the feud for it to happen because Mercedes doesn't need it. Like she's just too good. Like she doesn't need to be champion of anything to be who she is in AEW. If we saw her on programming every week just having matches, I'd be happy with that. Like who cares? And she's Mercedes fucking Moné at this point. Like she does not need to carry the title to be anything. And I think it actually will make the division move in a better, different direction with her losing on Saturday.
Yeah. She had a really interesting quote where she basically said Mercedes Moné is who Sasha Banks wanted to be.
Yeah.
You have to be really happy for her from a professional standpoint, just taking the chance on herself.
Right.
And having the success she's had. She makes basically I don't say calls her own shot because there's all those quotes about creative
Oh my
control.
God, I can't.
Yeah, I'm not.
Who gives a fuck? I'm sorry. That's what we're gonna like harp onto that people get so angry about, and I'm just like, really? Like, it's just anyway. Continue.
But what I mean, not in the sense of creative control, but she gets to control her own business. She wrestles in she wrestles in Japan. She wrestles, where she wants. She's won multiple titles. Again, not an opportunity she'd get to have in WWE. Very excited for that match to take place at All In. What do you think about Jon Moxley, Hangman Page at All In?
It's got to be Page.
Are we going to finally see the title belt? I kind of miss seeing that beautiful AEW World title belt.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be Page. We're in Texas. It's the Cowboy. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of blood. It's Texas Deathmatch, and it is Moxley, so we're going to see blood for sure. But I love Hangman Page. I really do. And AEW just loves him. Like, it is time. It is the time and the place to make it happen. And I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a brutal match, like a bloodbath, honestly. I hope no one dies. It is a death match. I hope they don't take that too literally because it is Texas. You never know. A lot of scorpions, a lot of crazy shit happening in Texas. But
keep a lot of iodine ringside.
Yeah, I don't even know, man. But so I think I see that happening for sure. And I love the stuff going on with the Hurt Syndicate too. And like the, Shelton Benjamin, by the way, 50 fucking years old, Shelton Benjamin. Okay. That man is absurd. I literally texted him saying like, happy birthday. Like, what do you do to not look a day over fucking 35 years old? Cause like,
what he said,
it's absurd.
What's his secret to his youth?
Literally, I don't know.
He wouldn't tell you?
He wouldn't tell me. That little bastard wouldn't give me any clues on anything, but it's fine. I'll get it out of him at some point. Happy birthday.
He does love messing with you,
I guess. What'd you say?
He does love messing with you.
He does like messing with me. People like don't realize because Shelton is this big, strong, quiet, very classy man that he is one of the goofiest people I've ever met in my life. And he's such a fucking nerd. And he like will say things under his breath to me. And like, that's just who he is. That's why him and Mi Chin have all that heat because she knows the real him. That's why it's the greatest feud of all time is Mi Chin. Shelton Benjamin's me and him.
Is that still happening online? I feel like it cooled off.
Someone put like I think someone did happy birthday like sign for him at Dynamite and like a picture of her or something like that. They're always all over social media with each other and it's hilarious.
Maybe I'm not on social media enough. He's a freak. I love the Hurt Business, like you said. MVP.
It's not normal.
I love the MJF. I didn't know how that was going to work out.
So good.
I'm a big MJF fan, but I didn't know if this was going to be another, square block and a round peg.
No, it's perfect.
It's perfect.
The balance of it is so good, and MJF is just so fucking good on the mic and like what he does, how he adds to it. Like, and you put that with MVP, who's like one of the best to do it. Like, it is so good. It's just like funny.
He's getting his mojo back. MJF's getting his mojo back.
100%.
He was the standard bearer, the top guy, and then it feels like with the promotion, everything kind of cooled off.
But it's also refreshing that he's doing something so different because you don't want to just recycle the same person or keep doing the same thing. So I think it's great pairing him up with these guys. I think it's also making them better. Like, I'm more entertained by Shelton. I'm more entertained by MVP and Bobby. Like, it's all just working out so well. But yeah, Shelton Benjamin, you're a freak of nature. And he's probably going to be wrestling until he's fucking 70 years old and look exactly like that. So shout out to Shelty B, my guy.
Happy birthday, Shelty B.
Happy birthday, but also you're a freak of nature. Then we got Saturday Night Main Event, obviously, which is going to be interesting because of one word.
Which one?
Say it.
Which word?
Say it.
I don't know if we have the same word in mind. Do you know why I deeply sighed?
Mine's a person.
Mine's a person.
Yours is a person.
I am.
It's your favorite guy in the whole world.
Who? Cena?
No.
Goldberg?
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
By the way, epic fucking video package for Goldberg on Raw Monday. Did you see him coming in with the car? I loved it. I don't care. I loved it. It is so. But here's my thing about the Goldberg thing. Okay, it's going to be interesting because they're making it his last match. Like, it's this is his retirement match. It's his last match. Like, is Goldberg someone who can lose clean in his last match of his career? I don't think so.
What if he's going to win the title and go off on a, no, they gave Goldberg, again, I'm not taking away, he was the hottest thing for a period of time in 98 with WCW. It was a phenomenon. They gave him this run as a champion in WWE just a few years ago where he was having the matches with Lesnar. I thought that was like the retirement run. I thought that was like the,
Nope, you were wrong.
I want to see Gunther chop the shit out of him.
But I don't see it happening. I don't see it being a clean loss. There's either going to be some kind of distraction, or people are thinking
Gunther doesn't really cheat in matches, though. He's not a dirty tactic.
No, but or do we think Seth is going to cash in?
That's an interesting idea. I wouldn't be opposed to that. So so Goldberg wins the title,
right?
Rollins comes out.
I would want it to transfer
Braun Breaker
over.
spears Goldberg through the ropes.
Yeah, but also Well, also it just came out that Goldberg said the only person who should be doing the spear is Braun.
Yeah, that's what.
So imagine Braun spears him. I would fucking love that. What a poetic circle of events.
Hart would love to see that.
Also, how funny would it be if Goldberg wins?
Oh.
And that doesn't happen yet. And then we just see him come to Monday Night Raw on Monday and talk about winning and being the champion. And then it happens or something.
Canceling my Netflix subscription.
Listen, crazier things have happened.
No, it could totally happen. That's I don't. Jelly Roll's wrestling at SummerSlam.
Jelly Roll's rolling his way into the ring.
Everything is possible.
I do love Jelly Roll though, much more than I like Travis Scott. So I'll take it if I have to take it.
Who was that guy at the Rumble? That's the viral TikTok star.
Oh, Show Speed or whatever.
I'll give him credit because he took the best fucking ass whooping at a Royal Rumble.
It's the greatest. That spear of Braun hitting him is one of the greatest videos I've ever seen in my entire life.
If you're gonna make a celebrity show up on a wrestling show, I want to see them take a.
But maybe that's what Jelly Roll will do. Maybe he'll just show up. Someone will break a guitar over his head, and he just bounces. Who knows? Listen, I don't know. All I want to see is Cody beat the shit out of Cena at SummerSlam. It needs to happen. I'm so over this already. Okay, we have the greatest heel turn of all time. Possibly with Cena. Well, in my time of watching, I will say, I think.
Maybe in your time, yeah.
In my fandom. And it has just been disappointing.
He said he was going to ruin wrestling, and he's ruining
It's true. He's living up to the point of that. But Cody's my QB. He's got it I don't know. It's just, he put up that cryptic tweet the other day, Cody, and I'm just I need him to get that win back. Cause I don't know. Everyone thinks I am up Cody's ass and I just love him, but I'm I think when he's champion, it just makes sense. I just think it moves things better. So listen, if Cena was crushing it and having all these amazing feuds and showing up every week and having these matches, I'd be oh, okay, I'm wrong. But he's not. Cody would show up every week on WWE TV. He'd have matches all the time. He'd be doing these things. We're not seeing that in the champion that's Cena. And someone else we're not seeing that in is Io Sky. And this is where I get angry. And
she's a champion still?
That's what I'm saying.
I know.
They have not, she's so talented. When she's in a match, even that WrestleMania match with the three of them was so fucking good. It was so good. I ate my words because I was I'm not even looking forward to this. And then they were one of the best matches of the entire WrestleMania this year. And since then, when has she defended the title? What feud has she had? What video package have made me emotionally invest in her? Absolutely nothing. And that's not her fault because she's so talented. It's not on her. But this match with her and Rhea is being thrown together, it feels like. And granted, Liv is hurt and whatever happens, shit happens. I get it. But now we're in a weird predicament because Rhea does not need to be champion. Rhea is over Rover. She's a star. She's Rhea fucking Ripley. So she doesn't need to be champion. But if she loses, she's now lost to Io every match they've had. So, okay, cool. Now what's next for both of them? But if Io loses and Rhea becomes champion again, I fear that the entire reign of Io Sky has meant kind of nothing. Because, what did she do in her reign as champion? And that makes me sad for her because she deserves better than that.
Well, look at Zelina Vega's U.S. title run that didn't really have a whole lot of pop to it after the
Right.
initial victory. They do seem to struggle with having multiple women's storylines focused on,
Yeah.
at the same time. And again, speaking of thrown together, I mean, we're going to see this happen at Evolution. Yeah, you're wasting the prime of Rhea Ripley with throwing her in a lot of retread matches without real emotion behind them.
Yeah.
I know Liv getting hurt probably changed a lot of things. But yeah, it's a shame. I just don't know if they're ever gonna get fully behind Io Sky, as talented as she is. I mean, they keep putting the title on her. She keeps,
They're clearly
putting on
behind
great
her, but I
matches.
don't think the audience is behind her, and they're not making me.
She needs
behind
a
her.
mouthpiece. She needs someone to.
She needs a
like,
mouthpiece. I need to see, and I said this, if they did, especially when they were overseas doing those shows, if you gave me a video package of where Io Sky came from and becoming a wrestler and her family being proud of her and like all these things, because, I know nothing about her and I'm not someone who's watched her for all these years. You give me one of those video package and I'm emotionally invested. And now I know who she is as a person. And now I don't need to hear a promo from her. And I don't, that doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, they never did that. They never took that opportunity. And like, even on Monday night or when she comes out, they let her talk for 2 seconds, but then they bring out Rhea because Rhea gets the pop. And it's so, you can't compare and contrast the two. It's so like, and Liv gets the pop because like they took the time to build those women. And it's a shame because I really do like her. I just like don't think it's a win-win either way when it comes to that match on Sunday.
No.
And it's a shame because it's going to be a good match. I already fucking know it. We've seen them in the ring together. Yeah. It's going to be a banger. It's going to be an awesome match. So I'm going to look forward to watching it. I'm just scared for the end result of it. And something that I threw out there that I think could maybe even mend things is like, whoever wins, beyond like Naomi loses to Jade and she comes running the fuck in and cashes in. Why not? Mix it up in some way.
You just want everyone to run and you want cash-ins. How many? Just give everyone a briefcase. Everyone run.
At this point, I need change though, Tony. I need something to give because the women's champions right now, like, it's very hard for me to get behind. Tiffany Stratton, it's the same thing when it comes to what we've seen from what she's been doing since WrestleMania. It's not her. She's amazing and she's talented and she has the look. And the minute she went on the main roster, she was so over.
Yeah.
But what have they had her doing since her win at WrestleMania? She beat Charlotte fucking Flair at WrestleMania. Her momentum should have been sky high to the mountaintop. Charlotte's one of the greatest of all time. It should have been feud after feud. Now this one, like whatever, I'm proving myself, blah, blah, blah. Like you're going to throw Nia back in with her. Charlotte's like, it's so, you couldn't find anyone. You had to throw in Trish Stratus where there was no storyline, nothing, but just to say that there's a veteran in the ring with her. Like it just you're forcing it to me. And like, I don't know. Do I really believe Trish Stratus is going to win and become champion? No. But also like, okay, you didn't make it important enough that if Tiffany does win, that it's going to be a big deal.
Does it bother you? And this kind of also applies to Saturday Night main event Goldberg match, that they can just grab a veteran off the street, not just like a veteran that's, like a semi-retired veteran off the street and put him in a world title match without having to like earn a title match in any way? Is that kind of like problematic in general? Like the title, right. You have all these people on the roster scratching and clawing and having to win matches and
right.
battle royals and elimination chambers. And then you can just pull someone off the street and give them a title match.
100%. But
I'm not a big fan of it.
That goes into the bigger issue. And the bigger issue to me is they're not pumping out stars anymore. So you need to sell these tickets. You need to get people interested. So you have to pull in the Goldbergs, the names. You have to pull in the Trish Stratus, the legends, the names. Because who else on that roster can you put in there with someone when your champions aren't massive stars? You know what I'm saying? And you lost Bianca Belair, star. Liv Morgan, star. So who do you have left? Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch, who's doing something already. You know what I'm saying? Like that's you can't just throw her in a match that's going to be a good match on Evolution. That's supposed to be, the second Evolution is supposed to be this big deal. And like that's the problem is they are relying on these legends, and it's not going to happen forever. They're only getting older. It's only being so believable. Like at least Nikki Bella, looks phenomenal, is still in ring shape. Like she's, and she's a star. I mean, Nikki Bella's all over the place. She just did, Kelly, Live with Kelly, whatever, the Today Show. Like she has a podcast. She's all over the place. She's going to help move the needle. So any way to have her involved is phenomenal. But like the fact that those are the only legends on the card is a massive disappointment to me when you have so many legends that are still around, still kicking, still look amazing, still in ring shape that aren't being asked to come back and do anything. Cough, cough, Mickey James, all these people. Like, it's just, I just don't get it, because Evolution is literally supposed to be about the evolution of women's wrestling, but you're not including everyone that's paved the way. And people love when the veterans are there and these legends are there, because it's like a massive balance when it comes to them being next to a younger star or a talented star. And you're going to tell me those girls don't love it too? Of course they do. It's
who like, if you had your choice in the matter, who would you want to see show up at Evolution this weekend?
I mean, obviously Mickey James, I would love to see show up. I think her and Charlotte is a match that I know is a dream. Mickey's talked about wanting to do a match like that. I bet Charlotte would as well, and I think that would be a fucking awesome match. You have the
Ric Flair. Funny tidbit trivia. Ric Flair wanted Mickey to train Charlotte originally when she was breaking into the business. Yeah. That shows the level of esteem that an all-time great like Ric Flair holds Mickey. That when his daughter is breaking into the business, who did he want to train?
100%.
Charlotte.
Right. But no, Charlotte's teaming up with Alexa Bliss.
Do you see that new T-shirt? Would you wear that T-shirt in public? It just says "We're not."
I mean, listen, I love both of them, so like, I don't hate it.
They didn't design the T-shirt. I know that.
Is it bad? I didn't see it.
Yeah, let's. They both half-heartedly retweeted it without any fanfare today. Buy my shirt, like kind of like yeah, here's my new shirt. That's just me, mind reading. But here it says, "We're not friends." That's what the front of the shirt says. Here, I'll hold it up for you. You can.
Okay.
We're not friends.
What does the back say?
Allies of convenience. Would you wear that shirt in public?
No. But also, like, no.
That's not going to work. Sorry. But, two extremely talented women. That's not going to work.
But this is also the issue when it comes to tag team wrestling as well. This is why I love, like, the New Day, because they're a real tag team. This, even like War Raiders, like, they're a tag team. These are people that have been together. They have chemistry in the ring. Like, that's lacking in the women's division in the WWE, because they'll be like, oh, well, we like this girl and we like this girl. We don't have anything for them, so we're going to put them together. And then when we like it, hence vis-a-vis, I don't know if that's the right word.
Look at you, fancy word, vis-a-vis.
I know. Listen, I'm fancy as fuck. Like, I've been loving the tease of Maxine and Natty being in a tag team together.
They got a pretty cool T-shirt. Did you see their T-shirt?
Awesome. And by the way, Natalia, one of the Natty. Everything she's doing, I don't care. Natty, Natalia, whatever. Everything she's doing is fucking insane. She's all over the place. She's ridiculously good. And it's like, talk about like a veteran still in it. And then there's Maxine, who I absolutely love. I love her look. I love her reactions. I love everything about her. And I see why they're pushing her, because she is very good. Like, what a team together. And it makes sense. And the balance is there and it's all good. And then it's like, oh, we don't see them together doing anything again. Like, it's like a tease to me. And it's like, I like something, and then I'm like, I don't know when I'm going to see it again. You know what I mean? Like, sorry, I'm still not over the fact that we didn't see Chelsea Green have anything at WrestleMania. I think that was a massive flop. Like, I don't know if she's going to be in the Battle Royal. I don't even know if it was like announced or not, but like, give me Chelsea Green doing a fucking 10-minute segment at Evolution, interviewing a legend who can't wrestle anymore.
Just put her in the center of the ring.
Put her in the center of the ring and be like, Chelsea Green here. I don't know. They told me that you were good, but like, I didn't never really watch any of your stuff. So like, but now it's about me. Like, I don't care. Everything. She's the most entertaining pro wrestler person on pro wrestling across the board, men, women, anywhere in the world right now is Chelsea Green. So like, I don't understand it, but I'm not in creative, so I don't know. And that's why it like makes me sad, because I love these women so much. They're so talented. They're so good at what they do. The shit they deal with every day with the trolls and negativity and social media and stuff, like, they deserve to be having an Evolution every single year. But then it's like, everyone's like, oh, this show, it's not going to be good, and like blah, blah, blah. And it's like, why do they have to get the heat of that when it's not them? They show up to work and they put in the work, and it's, if creative's not there, it's not there. But, you know, on the positive side, the one storyline I think has been the best, and the match that I'm looking forward to the most at Evolution, is the Becky, Bayley, and Lyra stuff, because this is a true story. It makes sense. They're angry. Nothing to me is better than Bayley fired the fuck up, and I just want to see her wipe the ring clean of both of those women, because Lyra has literally no reason to be angry at Bayley. If in girl world, okay, you have a best friend. Okay, you have a best friend. My best friend is Bayley. I can't wait to defend to win the tag titles with Bayley at WrestleMania. Oh my God, Bayley was attacked by someone backstage. My best friend, my girl, my partner was attacked backstage. Yeah, she was attacked and she can't compete, but like, we got Becky Lynch for you. Oh, sweet. I'm in. I can't
Happens to be her
Oh my
idol.
God, me and Becky Lynch won. I'm going to throw my hand at Becky Lynch. You just not only didn't care about me, you jumped onto the next best thing, which was your mentor, who then turned on you because you didn't learn and you're too young to know it. So you have no reason. Oh, no wonder Bayley didn't answer your fucking text messages. She was busy getting revenge on Becky, who she's had history with, who attacked her and took a whole opportunity away from her. And then, oh yeah, last week you ruined me winning back the championship from her by getting in the ring and making it about you, Lyra. Of course I'm fucking mad at you.
This should definitely main event. No, this is the best story.
It should be the main event, and it's not going to be the main event because I don't think it's going to.
What do you think the main event's going to be?
I think it's going to be Trish and Tiffany.
Oh,
I think if they want to suspend
Trish, Tiffany, I don't think.
I think it's or Rhea and Io. They're going to make it. They're going to make it for the championship.
I could see Rhea, maybe Rhea. I would bet anything. Okay, not anything, but I'd bet something, and we can have a little friendly wager. Push comes to shove, they're going to at the end of the day decide to go the Bayley, Becky, Lyra match, because that's got the story. It's going to be the best. It's going to be the best match on the card.
But the title on the line, importance-wise, is not at the stature of the other two.
But here's SummerSlam 92. We're going to do a little history. I mean, Bret Hart versus the British Bulldog main evented SummerSlam over the WWE title, which was Ric Flair versus Macho Man. And again, it was the circumstance. It was in England, British Bulldog, Wembley Stadium. But again, the title at the time, I mean, that was the match. It didn't matter that the world title match was Flair and Macho. The main event, the people were there to see Davey Boy versus Bret Hart. And I think people are there to see Becky Lynch, Bayley, and Lyra. I think that's the match that's selling the tickets to the show.
I hope so, because it's by far the best storyline they got. I do think there is a grudge going on with Jade and Naomi, so I think that's going to be a big storyline, but I think Naomi's going to lose because ultimately Naomi still has the briefcase, and that's not a stipulation in the match. So I think a pissed off Naomi may go for whoever wins at the championship matches, which could be interesting.
Maybe she cashes in before her match with Jade, and then it becomes.
No, I think she has to cash in after she loses.
I know. I'm just being ridiculous. I think that would be a complete curveball. They've never done something like that.
We need something like that. We need something. We need something on Monday to talk about from Sunday, like something big. I really do think it's needed. I think listen, I'm not coming in negative. I'm not a negative person. I love women's pro wrestling. I love all pro wrestling. I'm excited for the weekend, but I am going into Evolution with 6 out of 10 hypeness wise for it. I do understand the significance of it being the second Evolution. It's a big deal. I wish Stephanie was involved because I think it would be way better. But that's not to discredit. I'm going to support all these women. They're fucking amazing at what they do. And they deserve to be having this show. If not every fucking year, twice a year. Because the roster there is so deep in talent. I'm excited for these NXT girls to be in the Battle Royale too, especially. Also, I can't wait to see Sol Ruka in that tag match because I'm obsessed with her. I really think Sol Ruka is going to be, we're going to talk about her in 5 years how we are talking about Rhea Ripley now. When it comes to dude, everything about her is great. Her athleticism, her look, her fucking vibe, everything about her. I'm obsessed with, and I haven't seen somebody like that I've gotten excited about, like, in all my fandom. To watch an NXT, and I'm like, I can't wait to see her journey to the main roster and, like, what she's going to do, because she's going to be a massive star, in my opinion. But even, like, Lola Vice coming into the battle, Jada Parker, like, these girls are fucking good, and I'm excited to see them. So, listen, it's going to be a great show, and I'm excited for it. I just hope, you know, it's something we come out of insanely positive Monday to talk about, because we are going to talk about it. So, but I'm excited for these girls. And
I was going to say, speaking of NXT girls that we see making a big impact across multiple brands, Jordynne Grace is quite possibly going to get an opportunity.
She's got to do it.
Challenge for the
she's got to
Impact
win
Knockouts World Title again. It's Slammiversary. I kind of want to see that. Her and Masha had a banger at Bound for Glory. They had a series of matches, but I was at the Bound for Glory match. Just an incredible bout. I would love to see that one more time. I'd love to see Jordynne Grace carry the Knockouts Championship out on NXT
Think about
television.
This. Think about how beautifully poetic it would be, especially now with the collab between TNA and WWE and NXT and what's happening. Jordynne Grace wins. Now we go to Slammiversary, where she's going to face Masha, who she's faced already. There's history, there's chemistry, there's respect. That's going to be an insane match. Could steal the night, honestly. And then she's showing up in TNA as the NXT Women's Champion. And the women that she's been with in the division of TNA are coming back and forth on NXT to face her. And she has history, and she knows them, and they respect her, but they love her. And it's like, you cannot write something better, I think, when it comes to the collab of these two. Like, someone who knows that locker room better than Jordynne in NXT right now? Nobody knows the TNA knockouts more than Jordynne. What she's done for the knockouts division, you know what I'm saying? Like, her showing up there again and doing this crossover would be so epic. I think it would open so many doors, because Jordynne's the girl to put it on. And like, especially if she's not going to the main roster anytime soon, like, this is such a phenomenal way to utilize her, because she's such a star and she's so good. Yeah. Like, it would be the coolest thing ever. And I really, really hope it happens.
Well, she was reported, I thought, of being moved to the main roster again. You never really know with what's reported online until you see it on TV. It's just all whatever.
And things change so quickly too.
Yeah, plans change. I think you're going to see, I think, the TNA World Championship, the men's title, go back to TNA, whether it's Joe Henry or whether it's Santana. I think one of those men is.
That's my guy.
That's your guy. We had him on the show. Great guest.
The way he talked about that championship, he promised to bring it back for his daughter. Like, he is emotional. It's New York. He's a fucking New Yorker. Like,
good time to do it.
It's going to Santana, and I hope it does, because that guy, he's such an inspiration to people. He's so phenomenal at what he does. He's such a locker room leader. He's just where he's come now. Like, it's his time. And that's really what it is. It's his time at the end of the day. And I can't wait to see it happen.
Yeah. Again, Slammiversary is coming up. We've got we're starting to get a little bit of a preview.
I'm psyched.
We got Ali versus Cedric Alexander. I mean, for all you 205 Live.
I love everything going on with TNA right now.
TNA is, again, we're seeing an interesting
inspiration is back.
The inspiration is back. Tasha Steelz standing on business.
Dude, that promo she cut this week, fucking fire. There's nothing I love more than an angry Tasha Steelz. That's my girl. She is so good, and I'm so happy she's in such a good storyline right now, where she's really shining, because, like, it's about damn time. And I just love her, and I love this for her, and I really do think this is going to be an awesome year for her. The way TNA is going, and the way it's going for her in TNA right now. And I'm excited to see what's going to happen and how that's going to play out, because it takes you on turns every week. It's kind of different. You don't know if you trust this one or that one. And I'm like, listen, as long as they don't turn on my girl, that's my girl. So, like, I have her back to the end.
I mean, someone needs to step up in the knockouts division. Obviously, we've seen a lot of changeover. I think she is long overdue to be getting a chance to carry that flag again. I think she has just immeasurable star power, attitude. I mean, she put Ali and the rest of that group in their place.
Yeah.
Just that she showed true leadership ability. I want to see her running that group You know, them having to
She's a
answer
true
the
Jersey girl. No one's gonna fuck with her.
Yeah,
No one
she
fucks
fucking
with us.
So yeah, no, very excited. What else do you want to see? What else do we got coming up at Slammiversary? I know there's a lot of
Slam. I mean, I'm just excited for the men's 3-way match. I just think it's going to be awesome. I'm also loving Ash by Elegance because I just love her and like the Elegance brand. I do think the inspiration is going to take it because like it's the inspiration. People were hyped to see them. It's going to be pretty epic.
We might see them at Evolution.
Dude, I know.
So much
Listen,
going
the
on.
rumors are the inspiration. Maybe Paige, which would be wild. Maybe they put out, WWE put out the whole like something, the AJ Lee documentary. So now everybody telling me the bit. And I'm just like, poor AJ Lee. Cause like if she does show up, listen, it's amazing. But like her and Punk are both like, it's not happening. And everyone just like wants it to happen so bad. So
say poor AJ. It's got to feel good to know that you're still missed and wanted. I mean, yeah, at least they're not posting the stuff and no one's watched. They're people want her back.
Listen, they know WWE knows how to tease you too. They put that out. They know what they're doing.
WWE Vault, by the way, that is probably the best YouTube channel going right now for pro wrestling stuff. They are just digging in. They are hitting every note for the wrestling nerd. Just obscure stuff. You want to get involved?
I want to get in the vault, I said.
You want to get in the vault.
I'm just going to hop in the vault and never come out.
They don't have an actual vault. It's digital vault.
No, I know.
You want to be like Tron? You want to go into the Matrix?
Yes. Can we get to the Gabby AF questions now?
Do we want to play Ask Gabby?
Yeah, Ask Gabby's my favorite game because I could talk about so many things. We got so many good questions, too.
We got so many good questions.
But you get to pick them.
I'm going to start with we'll
layup
into it. I'm a layup. We'll put it on the
Caitlin Clark layup. Hopefully, Caitlin Clark layup.
Angel Reese can't make a layup.
Yeah, exactly.
She get the rebound. She'll
get her own rebound.
I'll give Angel Reese. She trademarked me-bound or something, right?
Yeah, but also like that's an embarrassment.
No, but it's gotta lean into it. It's like pro wrestling. Gotta lean into it.
Please. She's a bad heel because she doesn't.
She's a good heel because you hate her.
No, she's not. You know why she's not? Because she doesn't respect the babyface.
She has You're not supposed to. You're the heel.
Yes, you are. You have to balance each other out. There's good and evil.
She has go away heat with you.
She hates her, man.
Yeah,
I can't talk about this. I get angry.
Look at that. I know. I want to kind of talk WNBA now, but let's.
No one's gonna care.
We've done. God, we're getting very close, Gabby, to 2 years of Gabby AF. Getting very close.
October, right?
October. We're coming close. So we'll have to do something fun for that. Who's been your favorite wrestler to interview so far?
Ooh, interesting.
So many big names.
I know. There's so many people I love to interview. Obviously Mickey, because Mickey's one of the silliest human beings I've ever met in my life, and it's always so fun. Cody's great because he asks me more questions than I ask him because he's crazy like me.
He stole your He basically was practicing to launch his own podcast.
He was practicing, and his podcast is so fucking good. I was like, Cody, you're going to take all of our jobs because you're so good at this. It's like annoying. That episode with him and Ricky was so good, annoying. But
another former guest of our show.
Another former guest who I love. But like, honestly, I do think that my favorite guest, and we'll get him on again because I
think we have the same favorite guest.
Yeah.
It's my favorite episode. It's
Eddie Kingston.
That was.
I don't think there will ever be an episode like that ever again because, and if my listeners have not ever heard that episode, please, if you just want to laugh one day and just listen to the most ridiculousness that you've ever heard, listen to me and Eddie because the entire episode, I try to ask him questions about wrestling. I try to make it serious, and all he does is troll me and try to make me angry for the whole episode. So it's ridiculous. And he's one of my favorite people ever. And his New Yorkness with my New Jerseyness, the cursing, the back and forth, people were like, please make this a weekly thing. We want a sitcom of Gabby and Eddie Kingston because we're ridiculous. But, so
he popped me so hard. Could not be a producer. You couldn't hear or see me in the episode, obviously. But I was popping Eddie with how hard I was dying laughing at what he was doing.
Because Tony's supposed to be my friend, but he was laughing so hard.
On my side I always side.
Also, if Eddie Kingston shows up at All In on Saturday,
I need Eddie Kingston.
I will chug a bottle of tequila to my face.
The heart and soul of pro wrestling.
I know. I love him. Shout out Eddie. I hope you're doing good. Eddie. I love you, bud. We'll have you on again soon. But Eddie, I gotta say Eddie.
I love Eddie Kingston. All right. Let's what would be your dream guest on the pod? We've talked about favorite.
Okay, so I have a guy and a girl that I'm going to say.
Okay.
My guy is someone who's been taking a break from wrestling recently, and that's Pat McAfee. I love Pat McAfee. I don't think it's a secret. I always say how much I love him. I think he makes everything more positive, just better. His energy. I just think he's so comedically funny, and like his timing on everything is good. But also, like, when I had the pleasure of meeting him when I was producer at Busted Open, like, he personally was just one of the kindest people. He was always just like saying like, oh, you know, Gabby, it's a wonderful day. Like, how are you doing? Like, remembers your name, like asks you how you are, but everything's great with him. And he's just smiles. And it's like, he's just such a down to earth, good dude, but he's also like taking over the world in what he's doing. And he's so grateful for it every day. And he's so humble by it. And he like loves what he does. And he's like what I want to aspire to be when it comes to working and being, you know, an interviewer, like whatever. I just want to wake up every day and love what I do so much like he does and be himself. He's like 100% authentically Pat. And I think that's really cool. And I think it shows. And that's why he is where he is and as successful as he is. Like that Pat McAfee, like live show he did, he gave out like millions of dollars to like crazy. Like I just love
football
him.
Game Day. They give out scholarships.
Dude, and he's just so good at what he does. He just makes you laugh. Like he is just awesome. And he's amazing at what he does. And he works his fucking ass off. And that's why he is where he is. So I love him. And he could take as much time as he needs because listen, he was, it's honest. Mental health is very fucking important. Do what you got to do because we will be arms wide open when you're back. I know Michael Cole misses him because that's his
bromance.
The bromance, yeah.
The bromance.
And then, girls. So my girl, I've always said I want Charlotte Flair on this podcast. And honestly, the article that just came out, I don't know if you read it, that she put out this week, kind of cemented that for me, like way more than ever. I've said this and I will continue to say this. Charlotte is like the GOAT to me as a fan in my fandom of when I've been watching pro wrestling, which is the past 7 years, because I haven't, you know, I watch obviously older stuff now, but I think she is the GOAT and I think she's so damn good. And that article that came out, like for her to open up like she did and what she deals with, and she's so like raw and real and like classy still, and everything she does, I just love that for her. And talking about her relationship with Bayley, like Becky, the Four Horsewomen, like she's so open and honest about it. And like the hate that she gets, that she deals with, is some of the most absurd hate that I've ever seen anyone have to deal with every single day. Like like something else just came out, like the most hated pro wrestlers, like 15 of them, and like number 1 was Charlotte. Like I don't understand.
A lot of the top star, a lot of the very most popular wrestlers also made that
right
list, so.
But I don't think anyone gets hate like she does. I don't think anyone whose parents are also in any business in across the realm of any sports get hate like Charlotte Flair gets hate. And she's also a female dealing with hate, bullying, like, and she handles it with such grace. She never like pops off to a degree where she's on TMZ doing something like crazy. She just shows up every single week. She gets injured. She comes back in record fucking time to make sure she comes back, works her ass off. You know what I'm saying? And she is so damn good. And what's crazy is, didn't she like say her passion was never pro wrestling?
Yeah,
like
no.
That wasn't what she was. Right.
Brother Reed's, that was his goal. And when he passed away, that was that became kind of like her saving grace in life, is chasing his dream.
That is amazing. Like, how do you hate somebody like that? Why? Because she's good and she didn't grow up wanting to do this. So like it makes you angry. Like, I get it. Her father's one of the greatest of all time. So, but like, if she wasn't good, it would be clear. You have 2 eyes on your head. You watch every single week. She is so damn good, and she makes the product better. I'm sorry, when she was not there, and the Beckys weren't there, and the Charlottes weren't there, and the Baileys aren't there, it's a completely different product, and they're needed right now. And it just is what it is. Charlotte Flair winning the Royal Rumble made the most sense this year. I'm sorry. Get over it. It needed to happen because she elevated Tiffany, because she had to do it, because she's Charlotte fucking Flair. And she's just what she deals with in her personal life, to not let it affect her work, and still shows up every day dealing with the booze, dealing with the online trolls, the negativity. it's unbelievable. She's still such a like classy, beautiful woman. And I look up to her a lot in a lot of ways as somebody that like dealing with what she deals with, I could never imagine. And I would love to pick her brain on some stuff because I have so much respect for her, and like admiration for someone like her. And I feel like she is so open about the women that have changed things for her and that she respects and loves. And I just think that's a beautiful thing when it comes to women's wrestling and women supporting each other, because it doesn't happen all the time. So I think me and Charlotte would be besties if she came on the show. Long story short.
So you want to interview Charlotte? That's your dream interview.
I want her on because I just think she's great. And we could talk about the article and we could talk about things and then become best friends at the end of it. Just saying. That's the girl for me.
That's the dream right there.
It's the dream.
Oh man. All right. So as we just saw this past week, I think Busted Open 24/7 finally happened.
My guys.
Congratulations to all of our friends over there. What? I got friends.
You got friends?
One. I got one friend in the world. But yeah, no. Now that there is a whole, basically 24 hours in the day of content that needs to be created, are we going to see Gabby back at Busted Open?
Listen, it's first and foremost, congrats to Dave. Ever since I've known him and the time I worked there, this has always been the goal and a dream of his. So it's amazing to see someone like him who worked as hard as he does in the years that he put in and everything to get to that point. And like, that's why I had to put out a congratulations. I texted him. I had to tell him, like, it's a very amazing thing. And he has changed history. And it's something, if anyone is in this field, you need to admire somebody like Dave because he's amazing. I don't know what like that landscape looks like for Busted Open 24/7, like, or Pro Wrestling Nation or what it is. But I do know I posted one thing on X and like 50,000 views, and I'm getting tagged and tweeted and everything. And I love it. Like, keep doing it because the more opportunities for me and Gabby AF, the bigger we can become and the better it can be. I think poetically it makes sense to go back home. I call it going home because like it's weird that like that's where my pro wrestling fandom started and everything. Like I kind of say he was my mentor and like learning from those guys. Like I probably wouldn't be here today if I never worked that job, obviously. So for me to get
You'd be somewhere better probably.
Maybe. Who knows? I wouldn't be as crazy. But no, like, I mean, I owe that to him, you know, and it's, I love all the hosts so much. And it was never, I was laid off. Everyone likes to play into this narrative. Like I was never fired. Nothing bad happened. I didn't quit for anything else. Like it was layoffs. Sirius XM laid off 500 people. Layoffs happen all the time. It was nothing personal. So like there is no reason for it to not be a possibility because there's no bad blood. And I love those guys. I talk to them all the time. Tommy's one of my best friends in the world. Like I love them. I love what they're doing. If the call came, I would answer. Obviously it would be like a homecoming for me, but has it happened? No. But I also don't know what the landscape looks like. I don't know if they have room for new shows. There's a lot of.
They got a good slot for you available at about 3:45 a.m. to
3:45 a.m. I'll take a 2 a.m. slot. You know what I mean? I got it. But like, listen, Coach's show is fucking awesome, and I do Coach's Last Word on Monday nights. So like, you can catch me there if you want to hear some of my takes. But like, I think there's room. If not on SiriusXM, I know that there's room for Gabby AF on a big network, whether it be Barstool that has no pro wrestling content on it whatsoever. Basically, I don't
not have that. What happened to that guy's show?
That show wrestling like doesn't. I never see it come back a lot, but like Barstool somewhere kind of cool. Like there's a lot of room for pro wrestling, and I think my take is unique enough, and I'm very different than, you know, I'm in a man's world, Tony. At the end of the day, I am. Sports is still a man's world as much as it's come a far way when it comes to media. Like it's a lot of men talking about pro wrestling. I don't know a lot of outlets where there's females, young, maybe newer perspective in my age talking pro wrestling. And I think that there's a place for it. So if it's not Pro Wrestling Nation or whatever, it could be somewhere else. But like, this is why we do this show, to keep building so that it falls on the right ears for it to happen, because I would love to expand as much as possible. Would it be cool to go home? 1,000%. But if it's not in the cards, it's not in the cards, and I haven't gotten the call. So that's for Dave. You guys ask Dave. Ask Dave. So you can keep tagging me because you want to see me. That's great. It only helps. But like, he's really the one with the answers.
Don't tag me. You will not see me there. But tag Gabby.
You're busy at ESPN.
I'm a little busy. Yeah,
ESPN doesn't even have a slot for me.
We don't do pro wrestling. That's why I'm here.
It's true.
I got this show. That's why I'm on this show. We do not cover pro wrestling. It's been made very clear to me, and that's fine. I enjoy separation of church and state there. So
it's true.
No, we're gonna do a lot of fun stuff with this show coming into the next year.
Yeah,
we're gonna come
we
on
got
our
some
second
stuff
year
planned.
of the show. We're gonna be in Jersey for WrestleCon SummerSlam weekend.
Yes, sir.
Gonna have to figure out.
Got a lot going on. I got some stuff in the works I haven't even told you about yet.
I can't wait. I know, and I'm
my turf.
God, Jersey, good Lord, it's gonna be so loud. Just a lot of loud, angry people.
At least the pizza will be good. At least the food is good.
The pizza will be,
Don't start.
I live in Connecticut, where we have the greatest pizza on planet Earth.
I still haven't had it yet. I gotta come there.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little. We got to do a pizza trail. That would be fun. We got to get some. We got to get like a little a trolley car, like a little bus or
Dude,
something.
I've seen
get
those
a bunch
all
of
the time.
wrestlers and do a pizza trail.
That's my dream.
Yeah.
Maybe for my birthday in November.
We should get Eddie to come along. That'd be a lot of fun.
Eddie would come, yeah, and he would just curse at me the whole time.
Exactly. Good content.
Exactly. I'm down for it.
Okay, let's see. Let's hit him with one more question.
Yeah, let's do one more.
We wrap up for here. For Gabby AF. Let's see. What do I want to go with? God, this is a real tough one, Gabby. I don't know if you're gonna. This is a hot take.
Wait, I already know.
This is literally gonna break the internet.
Don't ask if it's about people sliding in my DMs. Everyone wants to know. I got a lot of those. Tell me all the wrestlers sliding your DMs. I'm not telling you the wrestlers that have slid in my DMs because it's a lot of them. Well, it's not. I don't want to like say that either, but it's people that like. I don't do that. I'm never gonna air out that kind of dirty laundry. And by the way, if I'm ever dating a wrestler, you'll know about it because I'm not keeping my shit under wraps.
You don't keep anything under wraps.
No, I'm the most loud, obnoxious person.
Yes,
I'd be like, I'll be shouting that shit from the rooftops when it happens.
You know, wrestlers slide into my DMs, right?
Yeah,
for completely different reasons.
You have to be very special because I don't shit where I eat. So it's like I'm not dating a wrestler until I'm wherever I want to be in my career because that's what you have to do. Like I work too hard to be banging around with some of these boys.
Ring ratting around.
Yeah, no. I can't do that.
Yeah, you're a respected journalist.
I'm a respected Gabby AF representative.
You're not respected, but you're a journalist.
Respected AF.
Well, you have a journalism degree.
I do have a broadcast journalism degree.
That's what I mean. Listen, I wasn't lying. I got a journalism degree. That's why.
All right, get to this question before I get
Okay. So again, crunchy or smooth peanut butter?
Okay. Not only do I like crunchy, I like super crunchy. I get the extra super crunchy peanut butter because how do you not like a texture in your sandwich? I think there's a time and place for both. Like sometimes I do want creamy. If I'm making like a yogurt bowl or something, you got to do creamy because it melts. But like, there's nothing like the crunch of like super crunchy peanut butter.
I guess I can do the creamy if it's like I at this point I can't do those peanut butters that are like have all the additives and shit in it. Like I like
almond butter better too.
See, I like almonds, but I don't know if I like almond butter. But I do like crunchy peanut butter. I actually, you know what we're introducing to my children? Fluffernutters. We've done peanut butter jelly. We've done Nutella. We're gonna try Fluffernutters. Which
you ever do Nutella and fluff together? Holy shit!
I did. I might have had a little Nutella and fluff with my sandwich.
I used to be when I was fat because I lost 50 pounds. I used to do.
I found it.
Yeah, great. I think people don't realize either. Like I lost it. Everyone's like, "What was your secret?" I was like, "Well, I got laid off and I was fucking depressed." So
you worked out. You had a lot more time.
That's the best diet secret ever. Me and Tommy Dreamer always laugh about that. I'm like, "Well, I was depressed." No, I'm just kidding. That's not funny.
I was gonna say. So you're a are you a stress? Do you see? I'm a stress eater. If I'm depressed or stressed, or that's when the weight comes up.
Stress and depression are very separate things to me.
Okay.
Like I can be stressed and eat because I'm stressed, but I get stressed about if I'm anxious or like I got a lot going on, or if I don't have a lot going on. So like that to me, I'll have an appetite and like I'll eat. That I'll stress eat for. Depression or when I'm like mentally unwell, I'll just sit in my room, I isolate and I don't eat. So like when I got laid off and I was like literally the most depressed I ever was in my life, crying every day. I was in my room for like 2 weeks, barely eating. Like my roommate had to be like, all right, you got to eat something. But she was at work all day. So like I just wouldn't eat all day because I was like, what do I do with my life? Like you sit there and you spiral, which I mean, I'm very open and honest about it. I don't talk about mental health a lot because like I never like post to be like, yeah, you know, everyone deals with it, but like everyone does deal with mental health. And like, when I was like, it was like, it's funny now to be like, oh yeah, I lost weight because of it. But like, I lost a lot of weight because of it. Cause like, I didn't eat. And I really questioned my self-worth. And that's what like layoffs and stuff like that do to you is I lost all of my confidence and I didn't know what I was going to do with my life or why I was here or what was like happening. And, you know, Busted Open was it wasn't a 9-to-5 job. It was my whole life. And like, that was probably the first mistake is you shouldn't make your job your whole life because when you lose everything you can lose in 2 seconds. And that was like a lesson I learned the hard way it was my entire life. I woke up, did the show, watched everything, talked to the guys every day. Like, it was everything to me. And like I said, I was young. I'm not married. I don't have children, you know? So it's like, that was everything. So when you lose something and it's not your fault that you lost it, like you can't go back and change anything. It's massively, it's like a death. It's like a loss. And I didn't know what to do. I really didn't know what to do myself. And everyone says like, why didn't you start Gabby AF sooner? You know, like hype on the fact that you were trending and all this stuff. And I was like, I couldn't get up in the morning. Like I couldn't put thoughts together to even sit down and not start crying talking about it. Like, and that's the real truth of it. And I probably would have been more successful if I started right away because you should harp on it right away. Like that's what people say to do. But maybe I wasn't strong enough at the time. I think if something were to happen like that to me now, I would be different. But I literally couldn't talk about anything without sobbing. I was crying. It was a lot. I'm freaking wimp.
I was going to say you could draw a lot of inspiration from the pro wrestling world. Maybe we should do a new series where we bring pro wrestlers on to discuss, you know, how, and I'm being not in a joking manner, I'm being serious though. Like if they wanted to talk about their experience with, you know, again, being released and having
I say this too. This is why I love her so much. Chelsea Green is a massive inspiration to me.
Oh yeah.
Of someone released and literally where she is now, you know, she works so hard. Everything she does, she not only came back strong, she came back better than every other person that she came back with. And she's just the inspiration of somebody like, oh yeah, okay, bad things happen. This is how you change it and make it massive. You know what I mean? I'm going to go in the Royal Rumble and have the shortest amount of time that I was there and make it my whole thing and like make it funny because that's who she is. And she's so smart. And I mean, her husband does the same thing. Her and Matt together, like the two of them are, people need to take notes about anything when it comes to the two of them because they're both ridiculous and they don't stop. But that's why they are where they are. And that's why I have so much love for her because she is somebody like I strive to be like one day and hopefully look back and say like, or get to a point in my career or my success and look back and be like, oh, that's why that had to happen to me. Cause I'm not there yet, but
two people, and this goes for any walk of life that do not define their success or identity on a company, a brand, a 3-letter acronym. They are their own thing. They're successful wherever they show up. And that's, again, an inspiration and something to keep in mind.
Yeah.
For, you know, anything you're doing in life, you know, you don't need to tie your identity to, again, I need to be a WWE superstar. Matt Cardona is the best version of Matt Cardona wherever he shows up.
Yeah.
And if he comes back to WWE, great, but he never, you know, as a lifelong wrestling fan, I enjoy seeing everything he does. Anywhere he shows up becomes a bigger deal because of him.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And same with Chelsea Green. She literally has crushed it worldwide across multiple platforms, multiple companies, multiple characters.
And by the way, I've had the pleasure of meeting them multiple
Great
times. They're still just as humble and as good of people as they were their entire lives. Success hasn't changed them. They don't have egos, which happens a lot of the time. They are they're just both such kind, good people. Chelsea fucking takes care of a dog that, she has all her dogs. The dog that she talked about on our show was like literally like blind, and it was a whole thing. And she has like changed that dog's life. Like, I follow things and I cry watching some of the updates because I'm such a dog lover of like what they've done for that dog and the massive milestones that dog has hit, because the dog's parents are Chelsea Green and Matt Cardona, and she's all over the place, but she'll make sure she can take care of a dog that needs her, or like that somebody wouldn't want. Like, that just is a testament to who she is as a person. And like, there's so many people like that, Like, I know I kiss Cody's ass, but Cody's the same way. Like, Cody literally was in a shitty situation. He was like, you know what? I'm going to start a whole new company to compete with you, and then come back and be the guy and still be the face of everything, be nice to the children, be the last guy to leave every moment. You know what I mean? Like, oh, Gabby, you need me as a guest? Sure, I'll come on and help you. Like, there's people like that exist in the world. And that is why I will always strive to be a good person, because I do think at the end of the day, the good things happen to good people, but you also have to work hard for it. It's not handed to you. So I don't know. We just went on a whole tangent about that, but these are people that I love. And
people that I love.
I love a lot of people.
We could do that as a segment too.
People I hate. That would be a short.
People I hate would be that'd be.
I don't actually hate anyone. I just dislike some people that are fake. I don't like fakeness. But
so why are we doing pro wrestling stuff?
I know. Imagine. I can't bury people though. I'm not anywhere near where I can bury anybody yet.
Yeah.
Maybe one day.
It's not worth the time, honestly. Not worth the oxygen.
No, I really wouldn't.
They bury themselves eventually.
I actually think that that's accurate.
Yeah. That was okay.
The snakes always find. They can only. I said this in the last podcast I was on. They can only slither for so long until they are found.
Is that true in nature?
I don't know, but I don't like
snakes.
Up with that.
Is that a T-shirt quote?
Maybe we need T-shirts.
Who wants to print us some T-shirts?
And hats.
We
need a lot of things. I need sleep too. But all right, I think
on that note,
I'm gonna wrap it on that note, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We went a lot of different ways with it, but at the end of the day, be kind. If you're going through anything, I love you. We are here for you. That is what Gabby AF is. We're all family. We're all friends. Sometimes we get positive, sometimes we're negative, but it's not really negative. We're just airing out our thoughts, and that's what it
airing
is.
Of grievances.
Airing my grievances. I'm a fan at the end of the day. I'm not an expert. I'm not an analyst. I just see what I see, and I'm comfortable enough to talk about it in the space that is Gabby AF, and that's what we're here for. So I love all your questions. I love doing the Ask Gabby, so we'll definitely keep doing those. Definitely stay tuned for some new announcements of things coming shortly, some new guests hopefully very soon. And I hope you guys have a great, safe weekend. Enjoy all of the pro wrestling. And until then, LYMNB, love you most, no backs.